How are you? I could have left that running, actually. Think about it. Maybe I will. Sometimes I'm a little fickle. I'm like, I don't need it. Then I'm like, yes, but it would be nice. So let's have that burn out. Why don't we? But I don't need the incense right now. Okay. How are you? If you're a member, thank you so much for being part of the channel. If you're just watching, welcome, welcome, welcome. I have to say, nowadays my videos are probably best lent to audio. So, I use a standard deck. I'm out in the mountains, so I'm not really pulling on any interesting cards per se. I am beginning to think the most interesting cards that I have are actually these dragon cards, which I didn't like. Like, I wasn't crazy about them, but I have a friend who spoke about haunted, like she has a haunted pair of tarot, and I don't think this is a haunted, but they definitely have a specific type of energy. Maybe because they're from the 80s. These are like 1983. Wait, no, is it 1985? Where's the magnifying glass? I could have sworn there was a magnifying glass. There is. Let's see. This looks like 1995. I saw 1980 on this, so. No, I'm curious. 1 minute. 1996. So it's in 1996. 1995. Okay, well, they're old enough, right? 1995. And I mean, the whole thing is, this is a deck that actually was bought and given to somebody in the 90s. 1995, obviously, I guess. And then they never used it. In fact, the first time I opened it up, I did a series of astrological notes, and by the first one, I was pulling, and I was like, oh, this deck wasn't even shuffled. I mean, you know what, it's shuffled. Like, I thought it was going to be some well-worn, like, I really go through my deck, so I kind of thought everybody goes through their deck, but I guess not. Anyway, let's go and find out who's watching you. Do you feel like somebody is watching you? Do you get a feeling like that? Of course, many people are watching you, but who's important to know about? I don't know, the watcher, right? These messages aren't the same as stalking. They are not. And they are not the same as coming forward. It's in that gray area, right? You just feel the prickles on your skin of somebody watching you, considering you, strategizing about you, comparing you, weighing you, evaluating you, studying you. In fact, I would say the watching energy that I feel is close to being studied. Hello, Raina. Nice to meet you. So yes, if you feel like somebody is watching you, let's go and take a look at the collective energies and see what one message that should come out for each zodiac sign. Oh, thank you, Raina. Glad to have you aboard, Mystic Moons. When you're done, do check out maybe the astrological notes. There are other videos in the zodiac, and there are also videos on politics and pop culture and weird stuff. Try and do a range. And right now, this is the best way to go and narrow down who's watching you by a large group is zodiac. That's why I do this by zodiac. And I go by element. So anyone, it all comes down to you. Like what signs energy or what multiple signs energy do you feel deeply within yourself? You can go by your sun, you can go by your moon, you could go by your rising. You could also go by, or think about your 12th house and your 8th house signs energy. Think about those two. We're doing who is watching you by zodiac sign. And the element I'm going to start with, and then I'll probably be like focused on the cards more than the chat box, just so I don't get that distracted. But when I'm done, I'll go and look back at the chat box. Oh, and of course, if you like the video, consider, or find it interesting, consider giving me a thumbs up. All right. What sign shall we start with? Shall we start with water? We'll start with Cancer. Who's watching Cancer? Cancer, I did a who is coming towards you on Friday, I think, Friday or Thursday. And if I recall, it seemed like both money and both money and love was arriving for Cancer, but there was some sort of caveat there, Cancer. I kind of forget what it was, but there was a caveat, and I wonder if this is going to be tied into that. I hope not. Let me go and get this on here since I'm thinking about it. I'm going to clear the energy, Cancer, before I do this. Yes, we're going to start off with water signs. I'll do all 12 zodiac by element. So first we're going to do Cancer, and then we'll do Pisces, and then we'll do Scorpio before the next element. So, Cancer, who's watching you? Are you being watched? I really wanted that card, Cancer. But these wanted to come out. Interesting. Bottom of the deck energy here, the Tower. What are these two cards that wanted to come out? 7 of Wands and 2 of Cups. Cancerian energy. Well, first of all, Cancer. Okay, I hear you, little cat. Mystic Moons, too, has lots of meows. I consider that the strong point of the channel. Other people may have restful music or quiet. I have a cat orchestra behind me. He's just adding his 2 cents in. That's a Scorpio, by the way, that you hear. Cancer, first of all, know that with this 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, somebody's striving to meet you. Isn't that interesting, Cancer? Someone's really striving to meet you. Someone's watching you, and the person who's watching you, or at least a message that wanted to really come out, is that someone's trying to make gains in approaching you. I do wonder if they are blocked. I'm not really I'm curious. I'm a little curious. Little bit curious. Well, they're waiting for the right moment to approach. Someone is making gains to approach you. Since I read those, I'm going to fold them back in. I'm going to keep these 2 out. But this was, I'm sorry, the Fool. Oh, the Fool with the Tower in the background, those 2 coming up is almost perfect, Cancer. The person who's watching you is someone who doesn't really care that much about the conventions of others. Perhaps too, Cancer, they don't really care what you think about either, or how you perceive things. It's all in their reality, their stage, how they see things. And if they believe it enough, Cancer, this person believes that it's going to happen. They believe that they also, Cancer, for some reason, they can, I don't know, they can create situations and handle the aftermath. It's something of who's watching you. Someone's watching you who's going to approach you. The Fool. The Fool clarified. I have 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups. So Cancer, I either have somebody who's going to meet your standards, and I'm just saying the messages that are coming out, right? That's one of the messages that are here. This Fool could be someone who meets your standards. That's of the messages I'm getting. If I was going to put into ratio forms, I'd say that's 25% of the overall message. I feel the 75%, the greater pie. I don't know how you're going to feel about this person, but they certainly are sold on you, Cancer. Someone's very sold on you. Person who's watching you, the more they watch you, the more they feel like you are the one, Cancer. There is a little bit of, I don't know how you're going to feel about that person. I should probably just let that go. I don't know. They feel very warmly about you. You are in Queen of Swords energy. You could be critical of this person. And that's why they've been taking their time. That's why they've been watching you. Also, too, that's the reason why they like you. Queen of Swords gets the Ace of Swords. Okay, that's why you don't like this person. That was more than I intended to do. But essentially, Cancer, I could have said signs, but I folded them back. I did see lots of Capricorn, but I also have strong air. I have Aquarius, I have Sagittarius, I have Pisces, I have Libra, I have Scorpio, I have Cancer, and I have Leo. What I am seeing is I'm seeing a Fool is approaching you. As I said, they even like how cold you are. And you may know this person who's watching you. You could have an attitude of like, why now? And this person is just, I don't know, now they really like you. They want to go and see about meeting you. They're very optimistic that they're going to do something rather drastic to catch your attention and hopefully make their appeal to you, Cancer. That's who's watching you, someone who's been planning this for a while. Could be someone you know, very highly likely. It could be someone who you know. Could be highly likely someone who you know who went away far distance and is coming back to you. And that person, very well, Queen of Swords energy, could have disappointed you. They could have disappointed you. But they don't care, Cancer, because they're coming back. Okay? Let's go on to Scorpio. That's who's watching, Cancer. I'm going to do this. 1 second. All right. Scorpio. Did I flip that? I did. I flipped it upside down even. All right, Scorpio. Who is watching? All my cards are jumping. Well, Scorpio, you have somebody watching you too. They are really impressed by you, Scorpio. They don't want you to know, Scorpio, that they either are watching you to the level that they are watching you at, or they're not ready to be revealed yet. I'd say it's almost a combination of both. Not that this person is shy, just that this person is all about the impact. All about the impact, Scorpio. If I was starting to read off signs, I'd say that we have Leo and Aquarius so far. On here could be significant placements. I'm going to take both those cards since they came out, Scorpio. Do I have another love offer here, Scorpio? Yeah. I don't know how you're going to feel about this one either, Scorpio. Scorpio, somebody's very impressed by you. But of course, Scorpio, you don't need me to tell you that. You don't need anyone to tell you how impressive you are. Isn't that right, Scorpio? And also, too, Scorpio, no matter what situation you're in, no matter what you're doing, no matter what your status is, Scorpio, you are thriving. At the very least, Scorpio, that's how it appears, is that you're thriving. Also, I would say energetically. You know, there's a calm about you. It's not even about it having a grace or not. It's like still waters, Scorpio. Walking into a pool, maybe up to your waist, maybe right up to your rib cage, and the pool is dark, comfortably cool and still and quiet. That's the kind of energy that you give off, very collected, Scorpio, especially to this person, especially in general. Anyway, Scorpio, somebody is watching you. Someone who you're not expecting, someone who's planning on going and approaching you, but you're not going to expect it, Scorpio. You're not going to expect, possibly you're not going to expect this person has the gall. Do they have the gall to approach you again? Well, they do. And they're watching you. Scorpio, oops, since I drew one card on that, I'm going to draw a few more for you. I guess I'll draw it for everybody here. Page of Cups gets a Page of Pentacles. Scorpio, you're getting somebody who's this person who's watching you, they are planning on approaching you. You know this person, whether they already made a love offer to you before and it was unsuccessful, or they were just simply an admirer. Well, no, I take that back. They were a little bit more of an admirer here with Five of Cups. Five of Cups, they could have had a friendship with you. They had something with you, and then I don't know why, I'm not going to look. They quickly cut that short. Why did they cut it short? I don't know, but they did. They thought it was in their best interest to do so. And also, too, they had something that they didn't want to go and have revealed. This person is very secretive. This person does like keeping you in the dark. Scorpio, the person who's watching you is going to approach, but let me say, too, Scorpio, when they finally do approach, they're going to continue keeping you in the dark to some extent. It's something about the way this person operates. I'm not saying malicious. I'm just saying they're not honest. They're not forthcoming. They're not giving. They're not transparent. Something like that. I didn't even realize I had this up here. I was burning it from both edges. Oh, well. Person's going to go and make you an offer of love, an offer of stability, an offer to definitely get together and get to reconnect. But as I said, Scorpio, what this person's motives are, they're not going to be entirely forthcoming to you. You're not going to know where you stand with them. That's who's watching you. And this person, as I said, Scorpio, you very well could know this person because this person decided to cut the connection short. It's not like you've been stagnant with nobody here. No, there's been someone here sneaking around you, someone who you know to some extent, and they're going to attempt to come back. If I was to read the signs that one more time, Scorpio, I have Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Moon. It could be Pisces, could be Cancer. I have Sagittarius, I have Pisces, I have Taurus. All right. Now, let's see. In fact, I'll be back in 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So let's go on to our next element. Shall we go on to Earth? And why not start with Capricorn? Capricorn, who's watching you? Oh, wait, I've got Pisces, didn't I? I just did Scorpio. Oh, and I meant to do Pisces. Well, whatever. We'll do Pisces now. Pisces. How could I forget Pisces? Who is watching Pisces? Seven of Wands. Someone is watching you, Pisces. For more information. Could be preparing for a fight. Ooh, definitely intending to be unfair about it too, Pisces. They want to move fast and deliberate towards you, Pisces. Planning this for a while, Pisces. I'm going to throw those back in since I read them. Emperor. King of Pentacles. Pisces, this could be a matter to do with your family or your household. Just work in general that affects your family and your household. It could be just your livelihood. But as somebody who's watching you close to home, Pisces, with Emperor and King of Pentacles, does feel very masculine energy, to say it lightly. We'll throw a few more cards on this. But essentially, Pisces, somebody's watching you to get the upper hand of your situation. They're watching your movements. They also do want the upper hand of a situation here, definitely with Emperor and King of Pentacles. I feel like the person who's watching you, although I have Emperor and King of Pentacles, it feels a little petty. Like big aspirations, but then when it comes down to their efforts, Pisces, it doesn't exactly result in what their aspirations, the high heights that their aspirations were. Their actual actions are like sneezes instead of wrecking ball things or something. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles gets 10 of Cups. 3 of Cups and the Star. The Emperor. 4 of Cups. Get one more for the Emperor. 8 of Wands. Pisces, essentially you're watching someone who's in competition with you. This very well could be something that affects your family or your livelihood. This person is in competition with you. This person could be actively engaging in competition with you, Pisces. And they're trying to, work it out or get some sort of resolution through the public. I think too, Pisces, is also like your success would kind of diminish their success. But it's also kind of like success is coming your way, regardless of whatever this person does, the one who's watching you. And so, Pisces, they're just watching and wondering the right moment of when they can approach. It's like could they move now? And if they do, how fast? How long would it take to bring things up to a certain point? I feel like this is someone who's in competition with you, Pisces, more than getting a general feel on like what type of person it is, right? King of Pentacles clarified by a Page of Wands, 4 of Swords, and Death. There's again this whole idea of waiting for the right moment to move. Waiting for the right moment to move and the best time to act. Pisces, somebody's watching you, waiting for the right opportunity to act, to bring a conclusion to a situation where someone has to go. Where someone has to go. But I would say too, Pisces, this person has been in competition with you for a long time. a long time. It's January, December, November, October, August, July, June. A while. If I didn't call it out, 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. I could call it the signs if you're curious. But you've already dealing with this person in some way. No way would this person just silently watch you, Pisces. This person is actively like a bee in your bonnet right now, right? They're actively buzzing around you. Or they have buzzed around you. There's only one person who's been a hornet enough, or, a group of people, but under the same umbrella, who's been a hornet enough for you, Pisces, in this energy. I don't really think there's a need to call out signs because I don't feel like this is friendship or love or past love or anything like that. But I do have Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, which that's you, well, your energy, and Aquarius. Contentious Pisces, that's what I have here, the person who's watching you. And this is someone who's been jumping up and down like a gnome, trying to get your attention. Not a quiet energy at all. But they are devious too. Know that, Pisces. Very, 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 very devious. I'm going to go and get a... do that too for this one. We'll give that a moment. And that was a little intense. All right, let's go on to the next sign. Do Capricorn. Capricorn, let me drink some tea first. Okay. Capricorn. Let's go and find out who's watching you. Who is watching Capricorn? Someone, Capricorn, who you are no longer dealing with. They say, oh no, how could you no longer deal with me? And they thought you would, Capricorn. They thought at the very least you would go and engage in some banter with them, Capricorn. If they would say or do something, at least you would respond. 6 of Swords gets a 10 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Ace of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Basically, the person who's watching you is trying to move on. Capricorn, they're trying to move on and they cannot. That who's watching you. They're trying to move on and they cannot. But Capricorn, they're going to be watching you moving on. Also, too, Capricorn, something's coming up for you. Something significant, Capricorn, is coming up for you, and that is going to be noticed. Your progression and your growth is going to be watched by somebody who is going to find that their own successes, Capricorn, are not moving at the same pace as yours. They're going to compare like that, Capricorn. They're going to make small strides or seemingly small strides, Capricorn, while you, to their eyes, seemingly will make large strides. Let's go on to Taurus. Taurus, I have King of Wands. King of Wands. Actually, I may take a break. Taurus, shall I go and find out about this King of Wands before I do? And then I guess I'll finish. I should at least do Virgo. Finish off the earth signs. We'll see. That Pisces reading got me. I still feel Pisces reading. King of Wands for Taurus. What impression did you make, Taurus? Where have you been, Taurus? Who have you been impressing, Taurus? I ask this sincerely. A couple things here, Taurus, and what I see. One is that I'm getting that you're turning heads. And you're turning heads a lot. Taurus, one of the people who's watching you, or one of the messages that I'm getting from the people who are watching you, Taurus, I don't know if you met them at work. You met them somewhere out in public. And I think it was a little impromptu. I mean, it wasn't like you went to a specific date or you met through close family and friends in this energy, Taurus. But you made an impression on somebody out in public, out being you. You made an impression, Taurus, on someone, Taurus, without even meaning to, without even trying to. Just by being yourself. And I think too, Taurus, just by being yourself, and you probably I don't know, running your mouth or something. You were doing something, Taurus, something very typical and second nature to what you normally do. As I said, I don't know if this is work or if you were just there talking or something. You were out in public being you, and you caught the eye of someone. And that's who's watching you, Taurus. That's message number one. That's why I said, what have you been doing and where have you been doing it, Taurus? Taurus, you definitely caught the eye of someone. I'm not going to say someone random, but you definitely caught the eye of somebody who, I'm going to say in this energy, you do not expect. Maybe you would like, Taurus, but I would think you don't expect. but you definitely caught the eye of them. The second message here, Taurus, is that the person who's watching you, or another one of the people who are watching you, because we do have three kings, also three of pentacles. It's the only reason why I dug a little bit into there. Could be, of course, a past person, right? There's a little past person, mopey energy in here. Well, let them mope, Taurus, right? They can mope. Mope. Wondering what to do. I'm not going to read the whole bottom of the deck energy, but there's some mopey past person energy here. The more important, prevalent, notable energy, Taurus, is that you were out being you, doing you, speaking you, and you weren't really doing this for any sort of gold stars or anything like that, or for any sort of notoriety or to gather any attention. You were just being you, enjoying yourself, leaning into your own energy and your own habits and your own whatever you do. And you caught the eye of somebody. And they've been watching you ever since. Okay, that's the energy that I have here. So think about that, Taurus. I don't know if you're the type to like run out in, I don't know, with your gym clothes or your nighties, or dress up all nicely. And I mean, I don't know, right, how polished or how unpolished you are when you go out, or when you went out somewhere and then you must have said something, Taurus. You definitely did something, Taurus. And you caught the eye of someone in a way that I don't think you expected. And this person is now watching you and they have a big crush on you. I say, oh, wow. Look at that Taurus go. Taurus just Taurusing out in Taurusville. That's impressive. They think you're impressive, Taurus. I wish I could have been there to see it. I'm curious, what were you doing that makes someone view you so? You must tell me, Taurus. Tell me if you were dressed nicely, if you were dressed like a slob. Tell me, like, if you were quiet, minding your own business. Tell me if you were there all mouthy and unpleasant. I mean, you did something, Taurus, that made this person go, wow. Look at that leader go. Yes, Taurus, that person thinks you are a leader. They think you are a maverick. They don't think you're a follower, Taurus. They think you're unique. Interesting. Let's go on to Virgo. Virgo, I have 3 of Cups for you. Queen of Pentacles, 8. Oh, Virgo, you have some past people who are watching you. Could be just purely platonic friends. Virgo, could be a past love. Oh, I have 2. Could be somebody you told to leave, Virgo. Either way, this person is deader than dead to you. This person you will not deal with, Virgo. Could be, Virgo, the person that's watching you. You will never, ever, ever, ever deal with them. Ever. They burned that bridge. Or whatever they did. There's no even pleasantries left, Virgo. Could possibly be a former love. Could be. here with King and Queen of Pentacles at the end, but more pertinently, Virgo, what I have here is someone that there is quite a finite end. Everything was melted away in lava. But I still say the initial energy here, top down, is that this could be Virgo. Friends, this could be love. Either way, it's someone who you were committed to or a group of people you were committed to. Could be ultimately too, Virgo, you were committed to the trust and the tranquility you found in this person more than it being caring so much, whether it's a friend or whether it's a lover. It's someone who you had, you really rejoiced in their time together. I think, Virgo, you told that person to leave. You just weren't dealing with them anymore. And they're watching you, Taurus. Oh, excuse me, Virgo. They're watching you. Are they watching you planning on coming back? Well, they still view you as Queen of Pentacles energy, so know that. They still hold affection for you. But more importantly, Virgo, they hold affection because of what you gave them. In this energy that I have here, Virgo, it's all about what they got from you, not so much of what they want to give to you. So keep that in mind. Virgo, I think I'm going to end this reading here for now and take a little break. That's a person who's watching you. Someone who you were once very close with, that person, for whatever reason, they did something so bad that despite how close you were, for your own self-protection, Virgo, you had to say goodbye. And that person, Virgo, is still watching. They know that you shut the door on them. They know that door is still solidly closed, but they're watching. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back later. Until next time, bye-bye.